5-string guitar today. See, I hacked this thing up. I restrung it and lopped off the low E string. And why did I go ahead and do something like that? All right, today we're going to celebrate again, and we will continue to do this. Different facets of Keith Richards playing and innovations and all that kind of stuff. So one of the things that made him different than a lot of the other guitar players of the time is everyone was trying to be the fastest guitar player in the world. He didn't care about that. How do you fill up the space? How do you fill up the space? That was his objective. It's like, he also loved playing with two guitar players and the interplay and all that kind of stuff. So from Ry Cooder, he learned about open G tuning. Okay, but what he did that was a little bit different than Ry Cooder and everybody else on the planet is the low E string was a string that muddied everything up. So he noticed that and he said, I'm gonna lop this off and I'm not even gonna worry about it, and we'll see what happens. And then what happened was great. So he kept it. So we're going to talk a little bit about this open tuning business. We're going to talk about how to practice it. Pulling up a drum pad here. So one of the things about Keith Richards, as I said, is he's not the guy who wants to play the fastest. He wants to do stuff with space. He wants to do stuff that's interesting. He wants to do stuff that when he discovered open G tuning, it was like a whole new guitar, and he had to learn how to play all over again. And all these different sounds that were once impossible or very hard became really easy. So 5-string guitar. So what does it sound like? Okay, so when we do this. Just sounds just like Keith right out the gate. So this is your open G. This is your open G tuning without the the low E string. Also steeped in the blues. He's really into like his heroes were Jimmy Reed, Elmer James, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Buddy Holly, Eddie Cochran, Scotty Moore. If you went back to his childhood, even people like Billie Holiday were some of the people that he looked up to as a kid. So these were his heroes. And so in open G tuning, a lot of that is like really steeped in the blues. It is a Delta blues tuning. That when I say Delta blues tuning, the Delta blues musicians, what they used to do is they used to tune their guitars to a chord, and that would make their So that's where you get that sound from. It's like, and the Stones were absolutely about applying and appropriating the blues of all kinds and country music and all kinds of music. So anyway, this is the sound of a 5-string guitar tuned in open G. I hope this inspires you. I hope this inspires you as it is me, because this is probably 20 minutes old. Not open G, but 5-string guitar in open G. Okay, so now this is a thing that Keith does a lot. It is like on a normally tuned guitar, it is a 11 minor 7, but that is a suggest doing is getting a drum machine going and just experimenting. The other thing I'd suggest doing is listening to Keith, to Ry Cooder, to Taj Mahal, to Delta blues players, to all kinds of people that use the open tuning as a thing. So, but then go back to, steal some of their stuff, then go back to a drum machine, and whatever comes out is yours. Those are your notes. That is what you sound like. Because you're not going to be exactly like Keith Richards or Ry Cooder or any of them. You're going to be like you, no matter, even if you don't try. You may want to sound just like Keith Richards, and it's not going to be Keith Richards. But I don't say that as a bad thing. I say that as that is where your style comes from. And then you go and mix that with something else that Keith Richards never would have mixed it with. So this is Rod, episode 43, Boomer Guitar Sessions. Enjoy the process. I believe in you. I'm thankful for you. And until next time, I'll see you later. Hi, this is Rod from Boomer Guitar Sessions. I personally wanted to thank you for being part of our community. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this helps me spread my musical messages to all over the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always remember,